Good morning, class. Swan Song.
I'm awake.
You are now. Michael, your application is approved. After school today, you need to go to Vulcan to train with Flip. Now, class, you all missed a lot of work while you were away in China, so we have a lot of catching up to do. So we've got several teachers here to work with you. I think some of you know Miss Tharp. Thank you for coming, Miss Tharp.
I'm happy to be here. Are we going to be doing school all year now?
We have to get you caught up so that you don't have to repeat the year. But now that it's safe, you can go back to your regular school in the fall. Those of you who are staying here as members of Team Gold will have to do school all year because your work will often make you miss classes. Now, Miss Tharp, I'll hand the class over to you, but Paladin, Kitty, I need both of you to come with me. Don't be worried, we just need to have you take some aptitude tests. Kitty, we don't know what grade you should be in. And Paladin, since you've remembered what you learned from the teaching machine, you may be able to graduate early.
Graduate early?
And we'll find out what college classes to put you into. Come along.
I thought we were all joining Team Gold since we all ate golden apples and got powers.
I'm sure you can if you want to, but Mike's the only one who told Mr. Argent he wants to.
Yeah, they're not going to force you to join. But you said you didn't have any choice.
That's because of my past. You're not a criminal.
But you didn't want to be a criminal. You were a kid.
Yeah, sometimes life just isn't fair.
Billy, I thought you were okay with being on the team.
Yeah, it's cool. Shelley just remembers me complaining when I first joined. I mean, like, heck, I'm immortal now. Who's going to complain about that?
My pastor wants me to destroy the apples. He says pagan magic is all from the devil.
I assure you it's not.
Dr. Wyrd, he's my pastor. I'm supposed to listen to him.
I understand then that he is a spiritual authority to you, but when it comes to magic, your pastor is outside his area of expertise. You have worked with me and with Paladin. You traveled to Asgard with Donna, and you met elves. Was anything you saw demonic?
You're asking me to judge for myself, but the Bible says there's a way which seemeth right unto man, but the ends thereof are of ways of death.
I'm not telling you just to trust your own judgment. I'm telling you that there are authorities more knowledgeable on this subject than your pastor, but ultimately you must decide for yourself who to trust.
Look, I don't know what to do, but if I do decide to destroy the apples, are you going to stop me?
I won't have to. I don't think you'll be able to destroy them. I think it would be a terrible waste, but my main concern is making sure they don't fall into the wrong hands. If you decide to destroy them, I'll help you do it.
Dr. Wyrd, look, I don't know how to ask about this, and I don't want to accuse you of anything, but my pastor says you got your powers by selling your soul to the devil.
Slander! This false accusation has dogged my family since the Middle Ages. My ancestor, the legendary wizard Faust, was a Jewish scholar. He was persecuted for his faith. He was not a Satanist. Dr. Wyrd, she's not the one accusing you. She's only asking. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry, Janet. You did the right thing asking me.
I'm still sorry, Doctor. Hi, Janet. Are you joining the team? What?
Janet, it's time for Team Gold's briefing. We'll discuss this some more later.
Oh, you still haven't decided what to do with your apples?
Look, I know the thought of living forever is just as scary as the thought of dying, but it's not really forever. It's just until Jesus comes back.
Then we'll be just like everyone else. Just whatever you do, don't let it go to waste. That would be like burying your talent. Thanks, Paladin. I'm gonna think about that.
Hey, Mr. Argent, Shelley and Sharon want to join the team. They didn't know they had to ask. They thought it was automatic once they ate their apples. Yes, that will be great. Since this team is all part-time, we can afford to hire all of you. But if you want to come on full-time after you finish high school, some of you will have to relocate. That's fine with me. Since the Shadow Dragon Society is no longer a threat, my family wants to move back to California after I graduate.
And I'm going with him. I want to go to Hollywood.
But where are Albert and Kathy?
They're thinking about it. Where's Kitty?
Kitty is a reserve member because of her age. She'll only be sent out to help injured people. Today, we'll mostly be patrolling the streets to assist local law enforcement. Billy, you're on the West Precinct. Charlie, you're on the South Precinct. Swansong, you're on the North Precinct. Paladin, I want you to go to the FBI HQ downtown. They want your assistance to execute an arrest warrant. Okay, head out and tell Janet she can come back as soon as you're all gone. Okay, ladies. Come to my office. You'll need to fill out some paperwork. A few minutes later.
I'm really close to making my decision, but I still have something to ask Dr. Wyrd. Dr. Wyrd, if magic isn't calling evil spirits, then what is it? How does magic work?
Well, if you can explain this, then I gotta hear it too. First of all, I must tell you, some people do use magic to call on evil spirits. That's not what I do, and that's not what these apples do. Our universe is filled with many unseen forces, like gravity, time, radiation, and magnetism. These forces are all impersonal and indifferent to us, but there are also living forces like thoughts, choice, emotion, dreams, fantasies, and cultures that live in a symbiotic relationship with humanity. They live in us and through us, they gain power from us, and they in turn influence us. But they're not spirits, they're spiritual forces, and spirits are connected to these forces just as we are. Because of the way we're connected to these forces, people with magical talents or training can manipulate them with their thoughts. Gestures, incantations, and fetishes like wands are just aids to concentration. That's why very experienced wizards such as myself don't use them. We've outgrown them.
So these apples use dreams or ambitions or...
Dreams. Everything from Asgard is dreams.
It seems so real.
It's powered by centuries of dreams by millions of people.
Okay, I'm going to eat my apple, but I still don't know who I should give this other one to.
Save it. You may meet a special man someday. Paladin, you're having trouble finding us?
No, sir, just our briefing ran a little long.
Well, alright then. I'm Agent Jones, my partner is Agent Smith, and this fellow with the shotgun is Agent Swanson. I don't know much about you. When we requested assistance from ASHO, Mr. Argent insisted on you because of your past connection to this fugitive. We're going after Danny Delasco.
Now click. And click this too, because that first one doesn't do anything except let you click this one. This one does stuff. This part's really important. Then leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Goodbye.